This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, today we're going to discuss about method overriding in Python. Method overriding in Python. Okay, you have two classes, parent class and child class. If parent class and child class having the same method name, same arguments, but implementation is different, then we can say it's a method overriding in Python. Don't look into the Java topic. Okay, for any languages, oops concept is same. Oops concept will be same. If anyone asks about what is method overriding, you have to say if a subclass means child class having same method as declared in the parent class, it is known as method overriding. In depth, you can say method name should be same, argument should be same, but implementation should be different. That is called method overriding. And then you might have some few questions like what are the rules of method overriding? The first rule, the method must be same name as the child method name you have, right? Should be same name as in the parent class. And then second rule, the child method have some parameters. Same parameter should be same parameter as the parent class. Parent class, how many parameters you pass, same you have to pass for the child class as well. Third rule is whenever you are trying to implement the method overriding, that parent class and child class should have a inheritance relationship. Is a relationship. Is a relationship means inheritance relationship. Once it satisfies all these three rules, then we can do the method overriding. Can you say what is method overriding now? What is method overriding?
Yeah, same method name and parameters also same. Okay, but the
Then
implementation will be different.
different. Don't say like
Inheritance.
this. Okay. You have to say subclass as same method as declared in the derived class or parent class.
Parent.
Then it's known as method. Then it's known as method overriding in Python. Don't look into Java topic. Okay, rules for every language is same. And then these are three rules. And then third rule is to satisfy the inheritance relationship. Inheritance means you can use single inheritance, multiple inheritance, or multi-level inheritance, or hierarchy inheritance, or hybrid inheritance. You can use method overriding. Definitely, the third rule should get satisfied. The three rules get satisfied. Now, look into the pictorial view of three rules. Already discussed. Method name should be same as in the parent class. Child class method name should be same in the parent class, and then method must have same parameter as in the parent class, and then it should have satisfied the inheritance relationship. Inheritance relation. This is nothing but the method overriding. Now I'm going to give some example, real-time example for method overriding. Look into the pictorial view of bank. Just assume this bank is RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Under Reserve Bank of India, what are you getting? SBI, ICC, and Axis Bank. And then this Reserve Bank of India is having some get rate of interest. See, method name is same, no arguments. Here also, State Bank also no arguments. ICC Bank also no arguments, as well as Axis Bank also no arguments. In get rate of interest, no arguments they passed. So what I'm saying, method name is same, argument also should be same, but implementation. What is implementation? This bank can hold 7% interest. SP can hold 6% of interest. IC bank can hold 8% of interest. Implementation is different. That is nothing but method overriding. This is a perfect example for method overriding. Each bank will have different interest, but method should be same. For example, if I want to create object for this, what I will do? I'll create an instance equal to bank of, and then I'll call the constructor, and the instance name dot get rate of interest, and then I'll call a creating object for this, and then I'll call instance dot get rate of interest. Now the interpreter won't face any ambiguity problem. Won't face any ambiguity problem. Okay, for this object you're calling this method, so it's going to give the what percentage, 7%, 8% is going to give. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say the usage of method overriding, Python method overriding. Okay, these first uses, if you want to provide some specific implementation method already present superclass. Okay, for already present superclass, what you can do, you can call that same method, sorry, you can use the same method name, and then you can change the implementation. And then method overriding falls under the runtime polymorphism. Okay, there are two types of polymorphism. One is compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Python does not support compile time polymorphism. Okay, it won't support method overloading. Method overloading falls on the compile time polymorphism. Runtime falls on the method overriding. But Python does not support method overloading. But there are three number of ways to achieve the method overloading. Okay, now today we're going to see the implementation of method overriding. I will take this example, bank example. For this bank example, I'm going to perform the method overriding. Okay, just take your Python community edition. What are three rules for method overriding? Three rules. What are the three rules for performing the method overriding? I'm asking you, what are the three rules to perform the method overriding? And then, yeah, I'm going to have one bank, create one directory, new directory, the directory name is bank. Under the bank, you can create one py file. Okay. Mm, okay, RBI dot py. The class name I'm going to keep Reserve Bank of India. Okay, class I'm going to keep Reserve Bank of India, and then it's going to have some method get rate of interest, get rate of interest, and then I'm going to return how many percentage, on 9 percentage. Okay, and then I'm going to have one more class X Bank, and then get rate of interest, get rate of interest, do one, sorry, you can do rate of interest, and then, and till now we didn't say what are three rules. First rule should be method name of child class should be same as parent class, and then argument should be the same. Third rule is you should follow the ISI relationship, inheritance relationship. Inheritance, what you have to do in the bracket, you have to use RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Okay. Now I'm going to get one more class, ICICI. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the inheritance relationship. I'm going to init the properties of the parent class, ICC RBI, and then I'm going to have same method. And then I'm going to have make it as like a 7%, like 7%. Okay. I have implemented the inheritance relationship for Axis Bank as well as ICC Bank. Now I want to create an object. Now I want to create an object. Okay. For that, first you have to create an instance equal to ICICI, and then using instance I can able to call the rate of interest. Rate of interest. Now what I am trying to do, my parent class RBI as having some rate of interest. My child class ICC bank is having some rate of interest. I am trying to override. Override means it's providing the result as 9, returning the value is 9. I'm trying to override the value and printing as 7. It's nothing but a overriding. Can you see? 7. Okay. If I using creating object for Axe Bank, what's my rate of interest? Sorry. If I creating object for Axe Bank, what's my rate of interest?
8.
8. This is how you can able to achieve the overriding. Overriding. One minute. Yeah. Okay. We'll see in Java as well how they implement it. Same thing they implemented. Okay. Yeah. This is how they did the implementation. This is an example, simple example of method overriding. Now, I'm asking a question to you. For Axe band, the rate of interest 8. If I want to ask my parent class rate of interest, what function will you use? What function will you use? 2 days back, I took this thing. If I want to ask my RBI rate of interest, okay, rate of interest, I should print it's 9. Okay. Now what I have to do? I have to use one function. What function it is? Super function we have to use. We have to use super function. Okay, now what I going to do? Uh, though it's Axe Bank thing, right? I going to use super dot rate of interest. Okay, super dot rate of interest. If I call this method rate of interest, Axe Bank rate of interest, what value will be printed? What value printed? See, what I'm trying to do here is, uh, I'm trying to call this method rate of interest using super function. Super function is to refer the parent class properties. Super dot rate of interest. It's going to call this RB rate of interest. It's going to give 9. It's going to give 9. What I going to do? I going to use in print statement print of super dot rate of interest. It's going to print 9 as well as it's going to print 8. Can you see 9 as well as 8? If you're trying to access your parent class properties, you can use super function. You can use super class function. Okay. What we can do next? Okay, we'll take one more data example. Take a py file. Here the file name is bikes.py. Now I'm going to create one class. Close the tabs. Class bikes. Price is 20,000. Price is 20,000. And then what I going to do? I going to create one constructor. In the constructor, I going to have one parameter, manufacturing date. Manufacturing date. MF date. Manufacturing date as the argument. Okay, based on the manufacturing date, I going to calculate the price of the bikes. Self dot assign the variable name manufacturing date equal to the argument I pass is manufacturing date. Okay, and then going to have one more method. This I'm going to calculate price, calculate price. I'm going to write some if conditions. If manufacturing date, if manufacturing date greater than 2020, I going to set some price. The initial price is 20,000. What I going to do? Price equal to, okay, price minus 4,000. Price minus 4,000. Okay, hold a minute. Price equal to price minus 4,000. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll take this is one argument price and then self dot price equal to price. Okay, now what I can do, here I can do self dot price minus 4,000. Okay, and then I'm going to have one elif condition. The elif condition manufacturing date less than 2020 and self dot manufacturing date greater than 2018. I'm going to give the price equal to self dot price. I'm going to subtract. Okay, I'm going to subtract as 8,000. Okay, if the cost of the bike is 40,000, if the manufacturing date is 2000 greater than 2018, I'm going to give it for 32,000. So second-handed price. Second-handed price. And I'm going to write one more elif condition. Elif condition, and then I'm going to have same thing. 2010. and then less than 2018. I'm going to set some price like price equal to self dot price minus 12,000. Okay, that's it. And then I going to return the price. Going to return the price. That's it. Now it's throwing one more compile time error. Let's see what's the issue. Yeah, it's a colon. Everything is fine. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to create one more class. What bike you have right now? Home. What bike you have? Pulsar. Okay, keep Pulsar, and then have same thing. Okay, def init. You have to use super function. Super function init to refer the previous class constructor. To refer the parent class constructor. That's why using super init. Okay, and then you have to pass the manufacturing date and price. Self comma manufacturing date and price. Okay, now what I'm going to do? I'm going to have same method. Before going to the method, you have to pass this manufacturing day price in the your parent class constructor. Okay, and then I'm going to calculate the price. I'm going to take one more parameter based on the kilometer. I'm going to see two parameters. One is manufacturing date and then how much kilometer drive. Okay, based on the kilometer as well as manufacturing date, I'm going to give the second price. And then I go check mileage. Check mileage. And use self dot check mileage equal to argument check mileage again. Okay. Now I'm going to decide based on two parameters. You can write condition and then self dot check mileage if it's drive more than 20,000 kilometers 20,000 kilometers, the price is going to be 6,000. From the bike price I'm going to make it 6,000, and then if greater than 20,000 and I can keep like greater than 20,000. Okay, greater than 20,000 self dot check mileage. Okay, greater than okay, I'll do one thing greater than 10,000 and then less than and less than 20,000. Less than 20,000. I'm just going to copy and then paste it here. Uncondition change here as 20,000. Here make it as 30,000. Less than 30,000. And same thing you can copy and paste. Copy and paste. You can make it as 30,000 and then less than 30, less than 40,000. You can change the price like 9,000 and then you can make it as 14,000. Like this you can able to change. Now you can see here in the parent class you can have the calculate price. Method name is same as well as child class, but argument also same. Okay, don't look at the instance. Argument are same, but the implementation is different for the parent class as well as the implementation is different for the child class. I'm going to have one more class as like Activa, and then I'm going to have one more constructor. I'm going to have one more constructor def in it. I want to pass manufacturing date, price, and mileage, and then I going to check the vehicle is damaged or not. I going to check the manufacturing date, and then mileage, and then the vehicle is damaged or not. Check vehicle is damaged. Vehicle damage. Vehicle damage. Now, what I going to do? Uh, I want though I want to satisfy the inheritance relationship, right? Inheritance relationship. The pulsar is not satisfies inheritance relationship. Now you have to in pulsar you have to give the bytes. If you are trying to override, definitely you should satisfy the inheritance relationship. And then active or you're going to pass bytes. Now vehicle damage. What I going to do? I going to super function to refer the parent class constructor. Parent class constructor. Okay. Super dot super dot init that I have to pass. What a parameter I want to pass? Manufacturing date and manufacturing and
Hello,
date and price.
can
Yeah,
you hear me?
I can able to hear.
Okay.
Yeah, manufacturing date as well as price. Okay, and then what I going to do? I going to assign a variable check mileage. Check mileage equal to the argument I want to assign as check mileage, and then I'm going to assign one more argument. Vehicle is damaged or not? Vehicle is damaged or not? Okay, now everything is fine. I'm going to have the same method to calculate the price. I'm going to calculate based on the three arguments. One is manufacturing date, and I'm going to check the mileage, and then I'm going to check the vehicle is damaged or not. Okay. Now what I'm going to do? Just copy, and then I'm going to add one more condition. I'm going to add one more condition. Um, what condition is if self
Vehicle
dot
damaged.
vehicle damaged equal to I'm going to mention like double equal to house you have to use double equal to number damaged. Okay, if it is damaged, if it is damaged, what you can do, I'm going to give the prices like 12,000 minus 12,000. Okay, and then I'm going to use an or condition. Okay, damage means I'm going to use like this, and then I'm going to copy as it is. Okay, okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the values like 11,000. I'm going to make it 16,000, and then I'm going to copy and paste here. If it's without damage, what I can do, I can make it a lift, and then not damaged, not damaged. Here also you can change not damaged, then not damaged. Okay, just click here, remove redundant parentheses, no need of brackets actually. Okay, we have done a method and then changing the price. Okay, automatically giving 12,000. If it is damage, you're giving this minus 12,000. Okay, I'll change the value here as well. 10,000. Here I will change like 9,000. Here I will make it as like 11,000. Okay. Now you can able to see in these three classes, bike is a parent class. We have one calculate price. Okay, we are designing based on the manufacturing date. A different implementation we are involved here, and then Pulsar bike. We are seeing the mileage as well as manufacturing date, and then third class is Activa class. In the Activa bike, we are seeing the three things. One is manufacturing date, another one is price. Sorry, one is manufacturing date, another one is mileage, and third one is vehicle is damaged or not. Okay, based on three parameters going to decide. Now what I going to do, I going to create a object for my active class. It's following the inheritance relationship of the bike parent. Inheritance relationship of the bike parent. First create an instance, object underscore one equal to activa, and then in the constructor you have to supply the arguments. The arguments you have to supply, manufacturing date you have to supply, and then price you have to supply, and check mileage and vehicle damage you have to supply. Okay, just copy and paste and change the value. Copy and paste it here and change the value. For manufacturing date, what I going to give, I going to give 2018, and the price I going to keep it as 1,40,000. It's 10,000, 10 lakhs. Okay, and the mileage they have driven us 25,000 kilometers, and then vehicle is damaged. Okay, now the vehicle is not damaged. Now the vehicle is not damaged. You can give in a string. You can give a string. Okay, now what I'm going to do, using the instance, using print statement, using the instance, I'm going to call the method calculate price. Okay, just run this script. It's throwing the error. Let's see. Unbound local error, cannot access local variable price where it is not assigned value. Hold a minute. It's throwing an error. Calculate price. Okay, I'm not able to put the value. 1 minute.
This conference will now be recorded.
See, I'm getting the unbound local error. Cannot accept local variable price where not the value, because this price is going to be the local variable. You can able to see the price of local variable. What I have to do, I have to subtract this. Whatever I pass the constructor, right? In the constructor, I'm passing the value. The constructor price value is 1,40,000. What I have to do, I have to subtract the value and assign to the same variable. Assign to your same variable. This is a mistake I did. Just what you can do, instead of price you can change self dot price, and then change the prices self dot price. Here also make it as change prices self dot price. Here also make it as self dot price, and here also make it as self dot price. And then remaining two methods also you have to change. Okay, in Pulsar also you have to change self dot price, and then you can change the prices self dot price plus self dot price, and then go here and then make it here as in the parent class bikes. You can change self dot price. You can change sell dot price and change sell dot price. Okay, now what I'm going to do in the constructor, I'm going to supply 2019 year. The rate is 1,40,000, and then the mileage is 25,000, and then vehicle is not damaged, and then it's going to give the 1,31,000. Okay, it falls on the this ELF category. Manufacturing rate is less than 2020. 2019 here we given as the constructor, and manufacturing greater than 2000 manufacturing year is greater than 2018, falls under this category. Mileage is greater than 20,000, and then mileage is less than 30,000. From 20,000 to 30,000 mileages, our mileage is 20,000, and then mm, uh, and then vehicle is damaged. They're not checking. Vehicle is not damaged. Finally, it's giving the 1,40,000 minus 9,000. We are getting is 1,31,000. Okay. Now the same thing you can apply for the you can apply for the pulsar as well. For pulsar, you have to create one more instance. Object underscore 2 equal to, you can make pulsar, and then you can pass the values. What are the values I will pass for pulsar? You have to pass the manufacturing date, price, and then say I made a mistake, not mileage, total kilometers. Okay, total kilometers you can mention. You can mention total kilometers. Don't say mileage. Okay, it's here total kilometers. And then a manufacturing date I going to give like 2021, and then price I going to make it as 1,80,000. Tens, hundreds, thousand, ten lakhs, 1,80,000, and total kilometers going to be I going to make like 28,000. 28,000. And then if you run the script, okay, it took three positional argument, manufacturing data, check mileage. Yeah, I passed only. Okay, what I did right, I want to use the instance of object underscore two, object underscore two, because pulsar two, object underscore two. What happened? Okay. I made a blunder mistake again. I want to pass in the constructor. Actually, I should not pass in the method. I should pass in the constructor. Okay, and then instance dot. You can call the calculate price. You're going to get the value. You're going to get the value is 18,000. Because what are the price you get? 1,80,000. It's coming same price. I think it was not falling in any category. First check the if condition. Pulsar condition should be greater than 2020, greater than 10,000. Okay, 20,000. Okay, okay. This if we want to satisfy this condition, what I have to do, I have to make it as somewhat 2018. Now, if you run the script, what happened again? 2008, eliminate 2018. Okay, 2018. Okay, 2000. Okay, less than 2020 and greater than 2018. Greater than 2018. If you want to consider 2018, you can make greater than or equal to. Okay, here also you can make lesser than or equal to. Okay, now you can run your scripts. It's giving the prices 1,71,000 because I am subtracting only the 9,000. It's coming like 1,70,000. This is the way you have to achieve the method overriding. Method over nothing but the same method available in the parent class, same arguments, but we are implementing with a different logics. Implementation different. That is called method overriding. It comes under the runtime polymorphism. Okay, I'm going to close this session right now.